Q&A time. I haven't done this before, and then I put a questions thing on Instagram, on my review account, my personal account, and my personal Snapchat. So some of these are anonymous. I'll just read them all. Like, I won't say the names and stuff. But I'll start off with the anonymous ones. We're just gonna get right into this. I don't know where this one went. I remember reading it. I don't have it like up wherever I'm gonna put these, but most recent film you watched and what's up next? Last night I watched A Ghost Story. I got this from the library, and I love the film. It's not perfect by any means. I don't consider it really a masterpiece after first viewing, at least. I love basically everything about it. It is a beautiful film though, and tonight I'm finally gonna see Parasite in theaters. I've seen it before online. Don't like doing that, but I had to before the end of the year. But I'm finally seeing it in theaters. This is the first night it's showing in my theaters. Yeah, it sucks. But I don't know if it's going to be in black and white or not, because they were re-releasing it, but we'll find out. Do you like Marvel movies? Yeah, I do. I actually prefer like the X-Men movies a lot more than the MCU movies. Like, Deadpool is one of my favorite comic book films. Logan, X-Men, Days of Future Past is my favorite of the official, title X-Men films, but I love basically all of those. There's some bad ones, so Origins Wolverine, and Dark Phoenix though, but yeah, MCU movies, I enjoy most of them. There are some bad ones, but I don't like them as much as the X-Men films. Favorite comedy? Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, no question about it. Ace Ventura used to be my favorite, it's now number 2, but Dumb and Dumber is like the funniest movie ever made, or at least like straight up comedy. It is like the funniest ever. Jim Carrey, he's my favorite comedian. I love Jeff Daniels, and their character is amazing. This film is just, it's a perfect comedy. Is B99 a good show? Brooklyn Nine-Nine, I assume? Yes. I used to watch it about 3 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that, and I really like the show. I love Andy Samberg, and everyone on the show is great. Opinion on... Nope, not answering that one. Most horrible movie you've seen last year? Well, The Fanatic is like technically the worst, but I also love that film. So that one definitely gets an F, and I just try to stay away from films I knew I wouldn't really like. But besides that, Aladdin was my least favorite film that I watched. I really did not like that film. I think it's actually quite bad, but I'm gonna do a video on that and the new Lion King about me like revisiting them, see if I like them more or less. Have you lost your... Oh my god. I know this kid now. Oh, great. Do you have a YouTube channel? No. No. What should I watch on Disney Plus right now? Oh, a real question out of the last 2 ones. The Mandalorian as a, like, Disney Plus original. That's probably the best one. If you want an actually really good documentary, Free Solo is great. Watched 10 Things I Hate About You recently. A bunch of the classic Disney films, like Aladdin, the original, Lion King, Lilo and Stitch, Finding Nemo is my personal favorite animated film. Stuff like that is great. Of course, all the Star Wars films. Best movies for teenagers. If you're talking like for teenagers, that's like, obviously a wide range. I probably watch different stuff than a lot of you. But about teenagers, stuff like The Breakfast Club is my favorite one. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is probably my favorite behind The Breakfast Club. Perks of Being a Wallflower is amazing. That's a masterpiece. Love, Simon of 2018 was one of my favorites of that year. Lady Bird is just fantastic. Juno is probably one of the most like underrated. I don't really hear that on many lists, but that is one of my favorites probably of the 2000s. I love that film a lot. Superbad, obviously. And Dazed and Confused is also one of my favorite comedies ever. I love that film so much. And stay away from Twilight. My least favorite film ever. Why? Do you have a solo win in Fortnite? Have you watched Chernobyl? Yes, I love Chernobyl. It's one of the best pieces of television ever. It's my favorite like miniseries. It's probably the only one I watched. I have a review of it on Instagram. Please check that out. That is great. It's something everyone should watch if you can handle some pretty not nice stuff, I'll say. But yeah, it is fantastic. Finally, we have the last one, my favorite question. What movie was it that made it click into your mind that you want to go deeper into film? The Departed was the one that I saw. I watched it on a drive to a Blue Jays game that my family saw. It was like we used watch a Blue Jays game and a TFC game. I don't like soccer, but and then I watched it on the car ride there and instantly fell in love with it, and just it really made me pay attention to film. That is one of my favorite films of all time. It's one of the best films of the 2000s, one of the best films, I think, of the 21st century. It is just, it's amazing. I love everything about the film, but there's just something about the way that Martin Scorsese made it. It's not even my favorite film of his, but it is just amazing. Thank you all for all the questions. I may do this again in like a few months. I enjoy doing these. It's kind of laid back, less edited, and yeah, so thank you for watching, and you can comment some questions down below. Sometimes I'll randomly put them up on Instagram, but if you have any other questions, comment them down below, and I'll answer in a future Q&A. I'll see you guys next time. Over and out.